And we've been joined by Louisville coach Charlie Strong. The Cardinals are 9-1 overall, 5-1 in the American Athletic Conference. This past Saturday, Louisville played Houston, and Louisville won the game 20-13. This Saturday, Louisville back at home at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium as the Tigers take on Memphis. That will be a noon Eastern Time start and will be on ESPN Regional as the American Athletic Conference game of the week. Coach, thanks for joining us on the call. If you would take a minute to tie up the win against Houston, please, and tell us what you look forward to back at home against Memphis on Saturday.
Really excited about the win over Houston, and Houston was an outstanding football team, and just see our guys come out. The first half we jump up early, 10-0, and then turns into the battle. Second half, and our defense played really well. But you look at a team that offensively we weren't at our best, but we were able to play well on the defensive side, and also in the kicking game we made some key returns. We know we had to play much better, but when you're playing a good football team, that they pose problems for you, and that's what the Houston team was able to do. Memphis, look at them, and the thing you like about them is just how well they're playing defensively. They've lost some tough games, but they've been in them, and they battled, and that's what you like to see, a team that plays hard, and that's what they've done. But it's senior day here for us, and it's our last home game, so we're really excited and want to see our team go out and play well.
Any questions for Coach Charlie Strong, please hit *1 on your telephone to join the queue, and then the operator will introduce you.
And we'll take a question from Phil Savenborg with the Memphis Commercial Appeal.
Wally, how are you?
Good. How you doing, Phil?
I was going to ask you, just with your defensive background, and as you watch Memphis, you talked about their defense. What is it specifically that impresses you about how they play?
Well, Phil, and I've seen them just over the years, and it kind of reminds you when Jolie Don was there. And Jolie played the odd package, and that's where I kind of developed it from watching him play over those years. And that's what they do on defense. They're 3 down, and they can bring pressure at any time. And where they're really effective is you just don't know where the pressure is coming to. And you look at Martin; he's having an unbelievable year with the sacks and the tackles for a loss. But it's fun to watch them play on defense.
You mentioned Martin there in terms of the sacks. I mean, for someone to be consistently putting up those kind of numbers during the course of the year, what has to happen?
Well, he plays so hard, and their defense is they're getting key stops, and what they're doing is they're forcing the rhythm of the offense. And what I mean by forcing the rhythm, they're not allowing offenses to get on any type of rhythm, and they're creating the pressure. And when you can win the one-on-ones, and that's what he's doing with Martin, he's winning the one-on-ones, and he's getting the sacks, and he's getting the tackle for losses.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next, I'll move to Jody Demling with CardinalAuthority.com.
Hey, Sally. Good morning.
Good morning, Jody.
Hey, last year's senior class was a small senior class. This year you've got almost, I think it's double in size, and these guys have really kind of helped you guys, turn this thing around at Louisville, and what you've done during their career and during your career there. Can you just talk about this group kind of as a whole and kind of what they mean, on Saturday? It's going to be a special day on Saturday.
Well, it's special because you see your senior classes, guys that put so much into a program, and you have a class here that has a chance to go to 4 straight bowl games. Up until that point, we were 3 years where we didn't get to a bowl game. But you look at it, and this is our first class. I know some of those guys are fifth-year seniors like Durant, like Champ Lee, and Hakeem is a fifth-year senior. So you have some fifth-year seniors that are sprinkled in with this group of guys, Roy Fila and another one. But just to see this being our first class, and this class here was really the one that got this program going because we came in late, and we were able just to establish a really good class because when you think about Preston Brown and what he's done for this program, but it's just fun to just see guys that have some success and develop, and you watch them just grow up. Marcus Smith, there's a guy that you watch to grow up and to get better each and every year. So this is a special group, and we were just happy that we had an opportunity to be a part of these young men's lives and affect their lives in a positive way.
All right. Thanks, Charlie.
Uh-huh.
And next I'll move on to Howie Lindsey with CardinalSports.com.
Coach, when you mentioned watching some of these guys develop, and you mentioned Marcus Smith and some of those guys file on, any story in particular that jumps out to you as a guy who kind of started his career in one place and ended up in a better place?
Well, they all did, because all these guys, because when you recruit them, you never know where they're going to end up playing, because they come in, you recruit them as one position, they end up changing different positions on you. But it's not so much as a player, but just as a young man and as a person, because they have to come so far, and each and every year they know what you expect of them. A lot of times they come in, they don't know what they expect, and they're still trying to just feel their way through the program. And that's what these guys did, but they were able to jump on board with us, and they were able to come in with a whole new coaching staff. And so it was a totally different mentality, but they welcomed it, and they wanted that discipline, and they were just dedicated to the mission and what we was trying to get accomplished.
This could be Teddy Bridgewater's last game, given if he makes that jump. Do you expect him to go through the ceremony Saturday?
Well, I'm Teddy Bridgewater's the junior, Howie, and we're not going to even talk about him and saying this is going to be his last game, because, he's still got a whole new year, and he's going to have to make that decision.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Uh-huh.
And do we have any other questions for Coach Strong, please? Coach, well, thank you for your time this week. Look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
All righty, thank you.
Okay, and that is Louisville against Memphis at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. It will be a noon Eastern Time start, and will be on ESPN Regional.